Hey, hi everybody, happy Monday and welcome to this group. If you haven't had a chance already, please make sure you check out my first video where I give you details about what this group is going to be about. And then of course introduce yourself in today's post. And thank you so much for the many of you that have already introduced yourself. I am just truly humbled and amazed at how many of you are just truly wanting to make changes in your life. And oh boy, my 2-year-old is beating up my 6-year-old. Jude, leave him alone. So do you ever wake up and you're like, okay, I am on fire. Hi, cousin. I am on fire. I have been struggling. Tomorrow I'll be 14 weeks pregnant. And my goodness, historically, I get up at 5 in the morning, read my Bible, spend time with God, pray, do a devotional, all that fun stuff, right? And since I have been pregnant and all day nausea, I have just been unable to wake up. I mean, I've set my alarm diligently and every single time slept completely through it, and then throw the time change wrench in there. Anyways, I continue to reset that alarm every single day. When you have a goal and you don't achieve that goal, don't stop. Continue to show up every single day and you will have, you can attain that goal. So for instance, today I woke up before my alarm. I put my alarm for 5:15 and I was up at like 5:07. I was so excited. And needless to say, I'm tired at this point. But yeah, so I woke up and I'm like, okay, this is awesome. I had time to spend time with the Lord. I got to, read my Bible, do some devotionals, prayer, journal. I got to do my workout. I got to prepare for our homeschool day. I got to, prepare for you guys. There's so many things I got to do, and my kids, all 3 of them wake up sick. So, you just never know what the day is going to look like. So it's been entirely different. We've done a little bit of homeschool, but it's just kind of more of a rest day. So, anyways, all to say, life throws you wrenches and you have to be ready for them. And so one of the reasons that I find meal planning and meal prepping to be entirely important for my family is because I just never know what is to come for my day. And I have found countless times that when I wasn't prepared, yes, I do feel like I need a nap, Jeanette. I am so ready. I contemplated, do I nap first and then go live, or do I go live and then take a nap? But I'm going to reward myself with a nap. Countless times I have felt sick. Especially with this all day nausea nonsense, like I have been so sick, and the idea of food is just ridiculous right now. But, when I'm prepared, even if it's something as small as just cutting up some carrots, some celery, some cucumbers, and those types of things, it really does make a world of difference. And honestly, I have found through meal prepping, my family is more likely, when things are prepared, when things are cut up, like if I have a cantaloupe, which I don't know if you can see, but it's right back here. If it's whole like that, it will not get eaten. But if I have it cut up and that's the first thing they see when they open that refrigerator, they're gonna go for it. So that's why we meal plan. It is important to me, and I know that it's important to you, that our family gets the best nutrition. And the best way to be able to do that is to have things ready. One of the things that I have found as far as meal planning goes, it looks different for everybody. For me, meal planning for a week and kind of knowing and having a general idea of what I'm going to prepare is very helpful for me. For you, that might overwhelm you, and so maybe it's like one day a week, or know what you're going to have for the day to come. So let me go into why or how to figure out a budget for your family, because I know that the $400 amount has really caught a lot of people's attention. I'm going to start by saying that my husband and I were in a place of hardship where we were getting food boxes and we had food stamps at one point. We have been in a season of unemployment, and when I embarked on the whole health and fitness journey that I took on, we were moving out of those things. Like I was still getting WIC, I think, when I began, but I wasn't getting food stamps any longer. But I just share that piece of information with you because we did come from a place where we didn't have anything to really work off when it came to food, and rice and beans was like our main meal. So, you know, coming from a place, you know, I guess you can go one of two ways. You get money when you don't have any and then you want to splurge, or you use that kind of saying, wow, I never had this before and now I do have it, so I'm going to use it wisely. Well, I guess that would be the category that I fit in now. I can't say that I've always been that way, but that's the category I fit in now. And so our budget for a long time was like $200 a month, and it was so hard and very, very challenging. And it's crazy what people on food stamps get. We were getting like $600 a month. It was crazy. I mean, I spread it, and we were living with family and that type of thing, and so I made sure I provided meals and food for my sister and brother-in-law who we were living with. But when we moved out on our own, and my husband finally had a job because we were unemployed. When we moved out on our own, you know, that amount went away, and even though he wasn't making a lot, it was very, very challenging. So when he did get a better job, and we were able to really discuss, okay, we need to have a budget, we need to have a plan. We had a lot of debt. We didn't have a lot to work with, and so we had to be realistic. We also knew that we no longer wanted to be in debt, and so we wanted to work our way out of that as well. So we have been on this, what's called gazelle intensity, to pay off our debt, but also live within our means. And so what we found to be practical was $400. And like I said, because historically we were living off of $200, then it went up to $300. And then when my husband got a better job making a little bit more money, we said, let's increase the budget now. And so for me, $400 is an enormous amount, but I know for a lot of people, it doesn't seem that way. So that's how we came up with our personal budget. If you guys are not in a financial state or like an emergency, obviously you don't have to go through extreme measures. And my hope, like I said in my first video, is even if it saves you $50 a month or $50 a week, I guarantee you, if you're meal planning and you're grocery shopping according to what you guys truly eat as opposed to just buying things, Costco is amazing, but sometimes you buy so much and people, you know, the kids just eat it because it's there instead of rationing things. So I'll get into kind of all of that as well. And sorry for the noise. Like I said, it's a rest day for our home, so the TV's on. But anyway, so that's how we came up with our personal budget. I do want to make sure that I communicate. We do drink a shake once a day, and because I am a health and fitness coach, that particular budget comes from my income that I get to bring into my home. And the reason that we found for that to be, so if you want to be technical, our budget is probably more like $600 a month. But because I'm bringing in income and I'm able to provide my family with what I feel is the best type of nutrition, then that's how I'm able to make that possible. If I wasn't working outside of the home, if I wasn't working and bringing in an income, then we wouldn't have that shake. And historically, I was making a shake here at home, like a smoothie with fruits, vegetables, and that type of thing. And I found that on those hard days, I just didn't do it, but I still was doing it within our $400 budget, so, or less than that. So just to kind of give you an idea on that. So meal planning, how do you meal plan? First and foremost, you always want to check your inventory. As far as snacks and things that you want to be attractive for your children, I always encourage to get things that they enjoy when it comes to fruits and vegetables. In our home, we are primarily plant-based, which I made sure I communicated more than once. So anything before you get to enjoy like a packaged item or anything like that is going to be a fruit and a vegetable. So my kids know, you know, in the morning after they've had whatever breakfast they choose, and if they've had their shake, then they can choose which fruit they would like and which vegetable. Now those things, I make sure that I buy what they enjoy. I know they enjoy melons or strawberries, you know, obviously whatever is in season. I have children who enjoy apples. Some of them enjoy green apples, some of them enjoy red apples. So whatever is going to be in season and on sale are the things that I'm going to buy for our family. But I do try to make sure that fruits and vegetables are going to be the ones they like. They love cucumbers, so I always try to have cucumbers in stock. As far as pantry items go, you just kind of want to consider that anything that you are going to pay somebody to package for you, you're going to pay more. So I buy a lot of times from what's called the bulk bins. So like your rice, your beans, any of your legumes or your grains, mixed nuts, any of those things, it's better to buy them from the bulk bin instead of having, paying for something to have been sealed already. I'm not going to say I don't buy packaged items. I do. In fact, it was actually really hilarious because I did do my Costco run this last week, and there were a lot of really good sales for snacks at Costco. So I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and do it for this round. I got goldfish because they were like $6 for the big box, like 3 bags or whatever, and I never ever buy goldfish. And both my boys, I didn't even let them see it. Like, I wasn't sneaking it, but I wasn't making it a big deal. I just kind of grabbed and put it in the box or in the cart. And my boys, both did you see what's in the bag? Did you see what's in the cart? There's goldfish in here. I wonder if those are for us. It was hilarious and truly humbling because, it was a shocker to them. But yeah, so I will be providing a list of, my Costco staples, and then I try to buy like 1 or 2 snacks that are on sale. I am very rarely the type of person that pays regular price for anything, not because I'm cheap, but just because why do it when there are so many great deals? I don't coupon. I don't go to 10 stores. That is not my cup of tea. In fact, I will pay a little bit higher of a price for like Bragg's Bragg's liquid aminos at Fraser Farms, which is the market I'm at, instead of going all the way to Costco if that's not where I'm planning on going. So I'm also realistic. Like, you got to pay for gas, and here in California it's pricey. So yeah, so once you've checked your house, once you've checked your inventory, shopped, meal plan for what is on sale, what is in season, because even if it's on sale, it may not be in season, and it's not going to taste that great. We've had that happen with like watermelon or something. Make a list. Make sure you have a list wherever it is that you go, and have cash for that said list. So what I do is I meal plan, and I will, by the end of this group, I will have a new meal plan. I've already gone to the store, and I don't know that I have the list, but so you meal plan and you put like a presumed dollar amount. So if apples are on sale, 99 cents a pound, and you're gonna get 4 pounds, you can forecast that you're going to spend $4 on those said apples. If you're going to get green apples, because I get red and green, so if you're going to get green. Now, I always check organic prices, and the way I figure that out is, number one, I love organic. I am all for organic. I've also done my research as far as the level of pesticides and all of those things that can still remain in organic. So it's not the hill I'm going to die on. I have done a lot of research also as far as the heart and soul of why I feel nutrition is so important to my life, is because I feel that it can avoid a lot of chronic illness and that type of thing. And I would much prefer to keep hormones and antibiotics and those types of things out of my children's bodies, and work my way out of the pesticide thing. So that kind of, just to nutshell that. But at the end of the day, like, you can only do what you can do. Eggs, I do make sure they're, organic and cage-free, or I try my best to. All of it boils down to cost. And if it doesn't fit within the budget, I either don't get it, or I go to, maybe for eggs, I might not go organic, but I still go cage-free. So those are just some kind of, I'm very realistic with everything that I do, because I think that sometimes we get so caught up in, wanting to, oh, well, the research shows this and the research shows that. It's like, but you have to live it. If you can't afford to live like that, like, I don't know what to tell you. You kind of have to pick and choose your battles. So, and then as, you want to make sure that your family is not wasting things, which is one of the biggest things that many of us have spoken about, is wasting food. So then you go pay $6 for a cake. The only way I'm paying $6 is if I'm buying them straight from my friend's chickens for eggs, but that's just my own opinion. Right now, I'm not saying down the road I can't do that, but right now I can't do that. So make a list, stick to that list, have a proposed amount per item. Even if you don't know the price, like, you're not looking at your ad or wherever it is that you're going to be shopping at, you still know, like, okay, well, these type of noodles, if you go gluten-free, they're historically about this price. So just put a dollar amount, go higher if you need to. So that's kind of the nutshell as far as meal planning. I do have the meal prepping part, but I'm going to be going into that tomorrow. I have already done my groceries, and I want to share with you the heart and soul of what I do is to help women live free in the area of health and fitness. And it starts with nutrition, and it starts with not only us, but with our children. We have to be the example so that our children don't carry on the bad habits that we have, that may have been instilled in our home. So I just want to show you, or just give you an example. One of the reasons that I am meal planning, and I'm very diligent about that, is because I love blessing my friends and family with meals. Anybody who knows me has probably received something, especially if you're local, has received something from me as far as the meal goes. And I love to be able to bless a family with a meal at least once every pay period, but I do have to be realistic about that. And so, for instance, I have a friend who just had a baby. That's why you see those pots going there. I'm making her pozole. But I had started to plan for that. So when the last time I saw chicken was on sale, I bought it then and I froze it. You know, so on and so forth. So I spread out my preparing for a meal over 2 pay periods maybe when I'm dealing with meat, because it does add up. And the reason that we are primarily plant-based is because going organic or grass-fed or hormone-free or anything like that, it does cost more. And so that is something to consider when you are figuring out your budget. And that's why for us, going plant-based is a better option. It's not to say we don't like meat or that we have anything wrong or against it. It's just that it doesn't always fit in our budget. That's not to say we don't eat meat. I can't say that I would ever fully go plant-based, because I still want to enjoy my grandma's, you know, ethnic food or my mother-in-law's ethnic food. But I definitely not eating as much, making fruit or vegetables your primary source of nutrition, it does change your system. And you know, you may not notice it while you're eating fruits and vegetables. It's when you don't eat them that you do notice, like, oh my goodness, it really does make a difference. So, you know, that would be my encouragement to you. Bacon, yes, bacon is totally, I'm having bacon on Saturday. My husband's making breakfast on Saturday. He does it like every other week. We're totally having bacon. So yeah, pozole is a great meal option to spread. Meal planning casseroles, I never kind of do, like, if I am doing meat, it's not like, well, here's your big chicken breast. Like, no. It's spread throughout an abundance of vegetables. So anyways, I hope everything that I provided thus far has been helpful. Yeah, so I have a chicken pozole going and then a vegan pozole going. So that way I can eat it, and then the family that I'm blessing can eat it. I can't wait to go into meal planning with you, or meal prepping with you guys tomorrow. The bacon I buy, oh, let me show you. I actually have one. One second. I'm just sharing because, so I don't forget, because I do forget. It's the uncured nitrate-free bacon, the 2-pack for like $13. It's 3 pounds for $13. It is so much more cost-effective than even the other one. So anyways, yeah, I will go into kind of what's in my fridge and what's in my freezer tomorrow. I don't want these videos to be too lengthy. Thank you so much. Please share in comments what you plan to meal plan. No, is it maple? No, it's just, I'll take a picture when I'm done. It's just nitrate free, no maple. No maple. I'm just gonna leave that right there. I'll take a picture, post it in comments below, and please share what you plan to meal prep, or what you're planning to have for meals this week. It could be just for today, it could be for the week, it could be for 3 days. You choose. I just want to see and get you into the habit of feeling confident with being able to provide for your family in the best possible way and on a budget. Thank you, everybody.